increase and looking at the climate aspect of this Indian budget. When we all know that India is no more witnessing the disaster and the climate impact, climate-induced disasters, in a once in a while, but it's now a regular phenomenon, and every year we face some kind of cyclone, flood, drought, flash floods, landslides, and all, it affects. It is narrative that it affects everybody equally, but it doesn't. The Adivasis and Dalits are the worst sufferer because of their socio-political and economical vulnerabilities. And we have also seen that they also face a lot of discrimination in front, on the part of the government during the vulnerability mapping, response, or even loss and damage assessment, or even in the early warning system. There is also discrimination, and that happens because we do not have, representation. The community representation is not there in the policy making and decision making on the top level. We do not have a decision making power. And coming to the climate budget, that is very much important that we do not have a proper climate budget at national level. And when I was looking through the different departments, I have found that government has not interested in investing or maybe putting money or allocating money in the adaptation and resilience. Rather, they are more interested in the mitigation. Mitigation means reducing the carbon footprints by reducing the greenhouse gases, and also it involves the corporate industries in big shots. So it is not. It doesn't involve the community and people. Like adaptation and resilience involves, it deals with the people, because through adaptation and resilience building, the schemes and the programs will definitely directly benefiting the community and people. So with that, I have analyzed few schemes, and I would also like to say that the National Climate Action Plan, we do not have action. In 2008 we had that, and after that it was not updated. But the Indian government was supposed to update it and produce this. Every year we have to produce it before the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. But in 2025 we were supposed to submit that, but yet to be submitted. So, and this time the priority areas were adaptation as per the government, and the it is not. We were not invited properly, but we were not invited in that convention, which was held in maybe August, around August or September. And but we have through media we came to know that it was the priority is given to these areas: adaptation and mitigation, and also the community level actions. So, but we expect that this should come in the coming action plan. And India's economic survey to 2024-25 has highlighted this fact that we do not spend much money in the adaptation, and although spending on adaptation has increased from 3.7% to the 5.6% from 2015-16 to 2021-22, but it is not enough to address this challenge. And as I said, we do not have the climate budget. So I have selected few areas and departments and ministries which has little significance in terms of the resilience building and the adaptation of the community. So when we look at the vulnerability of our Adivasi community, the farmers are the groups who are impacted by the climate change the most. And I could not go deeply in how these communities are getting affected. You can go through our various reports on our website, but I would focus on the schemes like Pradhan Mantri Fasal Bima Yojana, Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi, Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshan Yojana. Like Bina said, we definitely this year we get some allocation proportionate to our population. That is a welcome step. But still, like Paul's, I would refer to the Paul statement that we do not have mentioned in the outcome budget. So, in the lack of that, these are the general schemes. So, because of some legalities and complexity in the procedures, our community is not able to access the benefit of these schemes. And Ministry of Environment, Forest and the Climate Change is the nodal agency for the climate change. And but still, I would emphasis on that there is no scheme dealing with the people's benefiting from the impact or to building the adaptation under this ministry. And coming to the fishery department, because the majority of the people who are engaged in the fishing are coming from the Dalit and Adivasis community, and there is one scheme called Pradhan Mantri Matsya Sampada Yojana, where a subsidy of 60% is given to the SCs and STs and women. But in papers it looks so good and attractive that the government is so sensitive. But there are some legalities behind it. You have to have a land, you have to have a bank account, credit linkages, and access to the water bodies, license to work, boats. But our community cannot afford it. And there is also an important challenge, very major challenge is upfront investment. The reimbursement will come later, but they have to contribute in the investment first. But they do not have the initial capital to invest. And also there is a major challenge of bicolism, or we are also looking into the fishery now, as a major component for Dalit liberation, economic liberation. So we have also seen that there is no market access, and they do not have insulated vehicle to market the